Approved Home Pros, connecting you to today's trends, easy upgrades, and the tips, advice, and answers you need for your home, featuring trusted local experts and San Diego's best home pros, guaranteed. Now, Approved Home Pros.
Welcome to Approved Home Pros. I'm Jordan Frazier.
And I'm Sean Johnson.
Sean, great show on tap today. We're introducing a new pro in the network, Your Conscious Cleaners.
Yeah, and they're actually my conscious cleaners because they're cleaning Heather and mine's home. It's going to be great showing you everything that they do, and we've noticed such a difference as they've started cleaning our house.
It's the expertise, because that's really what it goes with. We're also talking today about water heaters and how that can affect your home, and then annual home maintenance.
Yeah, Greg, Bob and I are going to sit down and talk about annual home maintenance that you really must do to protect your home from a variety of things, water, fire. There's a variety of things that are just really critical. And we also, as we normally do, we're going to provide those lists for you online.
Of course, you'll find that home maintenance list on ApprovedHomePros.com in our show extras section. And you can really just tap into their expertise, because Bob and Greg and everyone else on the show today, Greg, our resident expert, Bob is a heating and air expert, but also just general home. He's got so much insight to share with us. We really want to share the expert knowledge.
Yeah, that's really what it's about. That, Frazier Decks and Patios, their expertise in what they do. And really what we're all about is taking the experts, the best local pros, and having them deliver information that empowers, protects, and gives the consumer the best opportunity to have the home service, home maintenance, and the products that they need.
Yeah, because it's all about being the best homeowner you can be so that your home is in the best shape it can be.
And yeah, absolutely, and to protect you from some of the lesser companies and even predatory companies or lesser products that are out there. So it's really, we try to be a guide. I think we are a really good guide because we use those experts to do that.
So before we get into all of that good stuff today, let's check in with our friend and local media personality, Linda Martin, for our quick tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Linda Martin with your quick tip of the day. During summer months, we're all very aware of pool safety. We know that the kids are outside and the sun is shining. But in the cooler months, year-round, that's when we really have to be aware of where the kids are. Make sure that your access to the pool is restricted and keep your eyes on those kids, because even if it's not warm outside, they may still be attracted to the water. And that is your quick tip of the day, presented by Pyan Pools.
It's time to ask an expert, where we tackle everyday home improvement topics to help you better understand your home. Today, I'm with resident expert Greg Camter from Murray Lampert Design Build Remodel and Bob Briley from We Care Plumbing, Heating and Air.
How you doing?
Glad to have you guys here today. So we're talking annual home maintenance. Let's start with one of the biggest areas that can cause damage, which is water intrusion. Greg?
Yes, and we're getting a ton of rain this year already, so it's really a good time to check out, have your roof inspected. Sump pumps, which is a pump that pumps water out, like in basements and even yard drainage, rain gutters, those kind of things should really be checked out.
Because water getting into your home can cause more damage than just about anything else. Are there any other ways that water can get in the home you might want to think about?
Well, yeah, definitely you could have plants that are too close to your house. The water gets into the plants and actually will start seeping into your house. Also, you don't want plants close to your house. You don't want rodents to go up on your roof or get into the entrances.
Or when it dries out for fire.
Fire, huge, especially when the season's going to be coming. You want to clear back a huge area off your house so that way the firemen can get in there and do what needs to be done.
So with water, anything that could be an intrusion, definitely the roof. If you don't know the last time your roof was inspected, it's too long ago, get it inspected, right?
Absolutely.
Let's move on from water to more structural things. What are some areas people need to?
Termites. Termites are huge. I mean, there is no season for termites. Termites are always here, and they're always going to be attacking your house. So you need to have a professional come out and start looking through your house and make sure there is no damage or potential damage.
Is that the same kind of a rule as as with roof inspections? If you don't know the last time you got one, it's time to get one?
Yes, definitely. I mean, over time, nails start backing out, staples start backing out, and they start protruding through the paper. The paper barrier is actually what protects your roof. And you want to make sure that is not ripped or torn.
Now, Greg, most companies, and definitely in our network, they're going to offer the termite inspections, also roof inspections free.
For sure, and I mean, you get an inspection, and then I recommend just having annual checkups, and what do you have to lose?
It's cheap insurance.
Exactly. What are some other things that can protect the structure of the home?
Well, in the long run, I mean, you definitely want to have your heating and air conditioning checked also, because there could be a potential fire danger if something doesn't work properly.
Mm-hmm. Lastly, let's talk about safety quickly. What are some safety tips, Greg?
Well, definitely check your shutoff, your main water shutoff. That should be checked annually, because if you do get a leak and you can't turn off the water, you're in trouble.
And also changing batteries and smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors is a huge thing.
It's huge. A lot of codes now are requiring a 10-year battery, so they're not a serviceable battery. It's actually a system, fire or smoke detector that goes in. That's a 10-year lifespan.
So I know that we're going to have this full list of all of these things, these plus many, many more, available for people to be able to get on ApprovedHomePros.com. So to get this full list of annual home maintenance tips, log on to ApprovedHomePros.com in the Show Extras section. Now, is it time to update your flooring? Jordan went to Contract Carpet to learn more. Let's head out and see Jordan.
If it's time to update your flooring, you should check out Contract Carpet. They have 2 locations around San Diego. So today I'm here in Carmel Mountain with Nick Dixon, and we're talking all about what's available here because there's so much more than just carpet, like the name says.
We've got it all: carpet, wood, tile, vinyl. Pretty much if it goes on the ground, we got it.
Which I love because you both sell the product and will do the installation, correct?
Absolutely.
So how do you help us figure out there's so much in here? How do we know what to buy?
We're kind of like educators around here more than salespeople. So someone walks in the door and we just kind of start gathering info. You know, you have kids, you have pets, how many people are going to be walking on the floor, and then we kind of know what direction to start steering them.
Why are those the questions that are so important?
Basically, we need to know how much of a beating the floor needs to take. So
it's about high traffic versus low traffic.
Exactly.
Durability, you know, for the kids, you don't want them falling on something too hard.
Right, yeah. We don't want any injuries on the new floors.
So what are some good floors for some of these scenarios?
There's a lot of new floors out there that are water friendly or waterproof. So people that are concerned about the same floor throughout the whole house going into the kitchen and the bathrooms and not having to change from one product to another.
That's a very popular look right now, is to keep the same floor throughout the entire house.
Yeah, people love it. It kind of just makes it big and open and makes the house feel bigger.
Yeah, it
brighter.
goes with those open floor plans for sure.
Yeah.
So what about, you know, flooring for kids and pets?
There's a lot of carpet out there now that Stainmaster calls their Pet Protect. It's a solution dyed nylon, so the fiber's the same color all the way through, which makes it more cleanable. So when the oopses do happen, you can really get after it and get the stains out.
For kids and pets, that's, you know, those
Yeah.
oopses are going to happen, things are going to get spilled, accidents happen.
They spill the sippy cup and they don't tell mom when it happened.
Sometimes I spill. Maybe I need a Stainmaster carpet.
Yeah, coffee stains are pretty common.
So we've got these 2 locations, Encinitas and Carmel Mountain. What are we going to find at each location?
Basically set up the same way. We do have a warehouse in the back here, so the showrooms are a little bit shrunk down, but we pretty much offer the same products. If we don't have one at the other, we steal from each other.
So no matter what kind of flooring you are looking for, Contract Carpet has a solution for you. Visit one of their showrooms today and go through that educational process to find the perfect flooring for your home. You can find Contract Carpet at both locations on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Don't trust your home improvement decisions to unverified consumer reviews on other sites. Approved Home Pros offers you free and easy access to expert reviews of San Diego's best home improvement professionals. Our in-depth screening, research, and reviews are conducted by experienced and trusted experts who are members of the local community with knowledge of local codes and common issues. Find San Diego pros and expert tips, advice, and answers on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Finding a house cleaning service that you know you can trust is often a difficult process. Rachel and Matt from Your Conscious Cleaners are here to explain how their attention to detail, eco-friendly products, and holistic cleaning methods ensure you'll be happy. And I can assure people of that because you guys are now cleaning Heather and mine's home, and we're thrilled. We couldn't be happier with it.
Thank you.
It's just been marvelous.
It's our pleasure.
Now, there are 3 major kind of principles that you run the company with. Let's talk about the first one, attention to detail. What does that mean?
So our attention to detail is when we go into the house, I want to emphasize on having the cleaning eye. Make sure that we're getting, you know, all the high spots, and we work from top to bottom. We want to get behind the toilets. We want to make sure we disinfect doorknobs.
Tops of door frames.
Yeah, tops of door frames.
So it's the little things that the homeowner may not see that you see because of your experience. You've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, over 15 years.
Over 15 years. So you're going to see things I'm not going to see. But except over time, I have noticed things our old house cleaners didn't do, and it frustrated me, which never has happened with you guys.
Awesome.
Let's talk about the products that you use, because you use a different type of a product.
So we use eco-friendly plant-based products that are our own product line, Your Conscious Cleaners product line. And they're basically just clean products that still kill bacteria and germs, and they're safe for your plants, your pets, your children especially, and you know, they can pretty much go on any surface. I mean, we have ones for particular parts of the household, but it's just a wonderful product. You know.
And the fact that they're pet and kid friendly is very, very important to me and a lot of other people out there. Lastly, let's talk about the holistic approach you take, the kind of the energy approach you take.
Yeah, so the holistic approach is a process in feng shui. We go into homes with the intention of a positive mindset to uplift the space and cleanse the energy of the home. If you ever notice there is negative energy or tension,
the tension you can cut with a knife sometimes at
Right.
home, it's gone when you guys are clean. So you clean the home in every possible way, the physically and the energy. You guys do great with that.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're looking to find a house cleaner that puts your family's health and the environment first, find your conscious cleaners on ApprovedHomePros.com. I personally recommend them.
Did you know that there are up to 10 amputations caused by table saws every single day? That is why I'm here at Rockler Woodworking and Hardware with Mike Durlack, because we want to keep anyone who's out there doing some woodworking or any DIY projects using a table saw, keep them safe.
Absolutely. And saw stops a saw to do that. Literally every 9 minutes, there's an accident with a table saw. Like you said, that could be an amputation. It could be serious cutting or something that's going to
Yeah,
require.
just because you don't lose the
stitching.
finger doesn't
Right.
mean it's not a serious injury.
Right. Could be literally weeks and months of therapy afterwards to get you back to where you need to be.
So Rockler has a ton of tools and resources for whatever it is that you are working on at home. But let's talk about what makes the saw stop special.
Well, saw stop special because it has it's the only one that's made currently now that has this type of cartridge that uses flesh sensing technology.
So basically, this is just a model of what we're seeing below the surface of this table saw.
The cartridge is installed in the saw, and once the saw is turned on, it goes through a cycling phase where it senses the cartridge, makes sure everything is installed correctly, and then it goes into a sensing mode where if you would touch the blade within 5 milliseconds, not only will it stop, but it will lower below the top of the surface.
Now, I heard a comparison earlier. How fast is 5 milliseconds?
5 milliseconds is 10 times faster than the airbag in your car.
And we all know how fast that is, so just to wrap your brain around it at home, that's quick. This can really save you some serious injury.
It'll minimize the injury to probably, if you even get it, a paper cut.
All right, so I think we're going to do a live demonstration.
We will.
Which is not going to be my finger, because as much as I trust this machine to minimize injury, that would not be safe.
Well, no, and there's a lot of people that have table saws out there not to saw stop, and it will not work without the cartridge. in
Right.
it. Yeah.
So you already have glasses, so I'm going to put on my safety goggles.
Great. Now I'm holding a hot dog here with my hand because now electronically it becomes an extension of my hand. So it's going to sense the hot dog just like it would sense my hand going into the blade.
Exactly. So it can differentiate between the piece of wood that it is meant to cut
Right.
and something it's not
Exactly.
supposed to cut.
Yes. And it's going to happen really fast, and that's why we had the saw blade up so high, because normally we wouldn't have it up that high to make it cut. But otherwise, it's going to happen so fast you won't see anything happening
Right.
at
So
all.
we're trying to maximize it for our viewers at home. So let's get them to see it. We have
Okay,
to turn it on.
There you go.
Okay, she's on.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Wow, that pops fast.
That fast. Okay.
And then I think we need to get Sean come give it real close up here.
Now
The hot dog is fairly uninjured.
you can't see any place where it was even.
It's a
Where it
little
was even-
shocked. My heart's beating a little fast.
is.
I think that's a repercussion here, but
That's the biggest thing that happens
Definitely,
if you're using a saw stop. You'll be scared, but you're not going to be hurt.
but I've got to keep all my
Right.
fingers. So if you are taking on any projects that require a table saw stop is definitely something you need to take a look at. Come to Rockler. They're located at 8199 Claremont Mesa Boulevard. Mike and his staff can help you get exactly what you need.
So today I'm here with Sue Fries, the termite lady from Ecola Termite and Pest Control. And the termite lady is an interesting title, and I'm sure you get that a lot. But
Yes.
you are a rare woman in a mainly male-dominated industry in pest control.
Yes.
Was that difficult for you coming up in the industry?
Absolutely, it was difficult. But the way I started out is I started out answering the phones, just listening to the needs. And I also realized who the customer was. Who was the person that was actually making the phone call and scheduling and figuring out, is this safe? Is this going to work for us? I'm concerned about my kids. I'm concerned about my animals, mostly about the animals more than the kids. I thought that was interesting. But I realized it's because we take closer attention to our children than we do our pets. We open the door and let them out. And so I just started realizing what the needs were. And me being a mother and me being a woman and a wife, I realized that I could relate so much with the people that were calling.
So you were able to design a company and an approach as a woman and a mother, because it's mostly women that our research shows 70 to 80% of all home improvement decisions and maintenance decisions are made by the woman in the home. So you were able to speak directly to them when maybe others in the industry were less equipped to do so.
Absolutely, because I could relate to them so much more. And a happy wife, happy life, I hear.
And is part of that the approach that you have that is not one size fits all, and also maybe not using as many chemicals and more natural approach to time?
Absolutely. We are the green company, and we have the niche of being there and using alternative treatments that aren't using chemicals. And so when you have options like that and it can take care of the problem, why would somebody choose anything else? If we can do it, why not?
Yeah, and I love Ecola Cares and it's mother approved. Those are the two things that I hear you say all the time, and it's very, very true. Quickly, would you recommend that other young ladies get into the trades if they're considering a career?
Absolutely. You know, I don't think anybody in our industry wakes up one day and says, I want to be in the bug business. But I can tell you it's been wonderful for me, and I would even put it out there that if anybody is interested, get in contact with me and I will be happy to mentor.
Thanks, Sue. That's great advice. Call Ecola today, or you can find them at approvedhomepros.com/Ecola.
Welcome to the Ace Hardware Project of the Week, brought to you by Ramona Ace Hardware. I'm with Lou Manfredini, Ace's home expert, who's here to introduce us to a new way of cleaning with the E-cloth.
Yep, this is chemical-free cleaning. I don't know if you've tried any of this, but you know the advent of the microfiber towels is very well known within cleaning fronts. But the E-cloth is a highly refined microfiber system. And the whole idea is that you can clean without any chemicals. So people that suffer from allergies or are sensitive to chemicals but need to clean inside their homes, there's an entire line of the E-cloth products out there. And to give you an example, this is a window cleaning kit, but this is a general cleaning cloth right here. If I took a piece of raw chicken and I put it on this countertop and then I lifted it up and I just used water and I wiped this up, 99.9% of the bacteria would be gone.
99.9% with no chemicals.
No chemicals, and it is proven. It is by the same agency that puts that same 99.9% on the antibacterial sprays. So it is certified. Now, the real kind of magic is in this window cleaning kit. Here I've got a mirror, okay? This is a little lip balm right here that I'm gonna just kind of put on there. You know how that's
sticky?
What
I do with my lip balm all the time.
All the time. You just put it all over the mirror, but it's super waxy and sticky.
And it happens.
This is just a microfiber towel with water. That's all it is. And so imagine you're cleaning the windows in your home. If you've got on the car, the inside windshield of your car that gets that kind of hazy look to it as you're driving, you wash it with this, then with the polishing cloth, you just polish the glass, okay?
That was so incredibly easy.
And this is no chemicals whatsoever. And I have done this on my own home with the glass in my home, and it's spectacular. I mean, the proof is when I brought these home the first time to my wife, I go, these are great. And she's like, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And then in the fall, I went to go clean the windows in our home. And I said, I'm gonna try this out. And I went outside, warm water on this, polished the windows like this. She came home later in the day, she goes, what did you use to clean those windows? I said, the E-cloth, I wasn't kidding.
And how reusable are they?
You can use them, what you do now, you wanna clean them, you just put them in boiling water and then you let them dry. So you clean them without any chemicals. And you can wash them probably 100 times.
Thanks so much, Lou. You can find E-cloth at your local Ace Hardware. Visit acehardware.com to find the location nearest you.
Did you run out of hot water this holiday season with all of your holiday guests? Bob Riley from We Care Plumbing, Heating and Air is here to explain how to solve this problem. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a problem I had.
Yeah, it's a problem I had. I mean, I had a 40-gallon tank, and I had people come over, and I actually ran out of hot water.
Yeah, as did we. We had people in and out all holiday season, and my dad was in town. He's an early riser, and they took their showers early. I was the last one, and I was freezing by the time I could take my shower.
Isn't it like the worst feeling? It's like you think, you know, I'm paying the bills, and I have no hot water. I'm just kidding.
But there is a solution to this. What's the solution?
Tankless water heater. I mean, tankless water heater, you have constant hot water. The demand will never go away from it.
So tell me what the difference is between that and a traditional water heater. Because traditional water heater has a tank and it's just filling, or it's heating that all the time, correct?
Yes, a tank is basically the water sitting in it and it heats up. And then when the water starts getting used, cold water is actually dumping into the tank. So what happens is now that hot water that's been sitting in your tank is actually getting cooled by the refill of the cold water. And then eventually you're going to have no more hot water versus a tankless. the water is going through basically like a miniature heater, and it's going through all the heating cells of it.
Coils, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's heating the water up instantly, and it's coming out to you always hot, and it'll never go away. As long as that unit's working, you're going to be getting hot water.
So theoretically, you could turn your hot water on, and if nothing broke for eternity, hot water would just come out of that.
Non-stop. I mean, you're going to be paying your gas bill and everything else, but yeah, you're going to have non-stop hot water.
But this is different, and some people confuse it with instant hot water. Those are different things.
Instant hot is completely different. Instant hot is when you turn the water on, hot water comes out, versus a tankless. When your system's not being used, the water in your pipes are naturally cooling down. So when you turn your hot water on, that water's got to leave out, and that's where the colder water comes in. But then next thing you know, the hot water is flowing.
And you guys can guide people through which, if they want both of those systems. Quickly, we only have a little bit of time left, but is tankless always the right choice?
Not always. I mean, there's some situations and applications where tankless cannot work. Some mobile homes, some condominiums, apartments, I mean, they can't work. Somewhere out in the boonies or whatever where they don't have natural gas, or they're on propane or all electric, then you have to evaluate the situation of that.
But you'll guide people to the right choice for them, as you
Most
always
definitely.
do. So let WeCare help you find which water heater fits your needs today. Call 619-333-8646 for your free consultation.
Be safe, be sure, be confident about the home improvement companies you work with the Approved Home Pros Guarantee. Only Approved Home Pros guarantees you will be satisfied with your home improvement, repair, or service, or we'll step in to help make it right. If you need help, our team of experts is behind you every step of the way when you use a pro in the Approved Home Pros network. Move forward with confidence knowing you're never in this alone. Find a pro today at ApprovedHomePros.com. It's guaranteed.
Hi, this is Richard Mates at Night Security, and this is Safe at Home. Some insights into home security. And one of the most popular apps that now is available is using your iPhone to actually access your alarm system. Arm it, disarm it, check when the kids come home from school, when the housekeeper might arrive. All this information can arrive on your iPhone. So it gives you tremendous ability to be comfortable that your home is properly protected when you're at work. Okay, and I want to actually show you how easy this is to do. I'm going to take my personal phone and access onto the website, and that fast I have the actual app that you can see it's green, which shows the house is not armed, and I can arm it with one button. And if you have questions on this app or on any other topic, please give me a ring at 619-797-6603. And be safe at home.
The materials that you choose to construct your deck with are more important than you think. So today I'm here with Dave Frazier from Frazier Decks and Patio Covers to talk about what it is that you should construct your deck out of. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the importance of the materials you select and where we should be choosing.
So there are some key things that you want to focus on. First off is your framing, the structural part that holds your deck together. I like to use pressure treated Douglas fir for framing. A lot of big box stores carry a softer version called pressure treated hemp fir. It's not nearly as good, doesn't last nearly as long. So it's very important that you go and get pressure treated Douglas fir.
Which I want to just point out, there's so many things just went right over my head. And that's the general homeowner, which is why you need an expert like Dave. You are an expert, you specialize just in deck and patio construction.
Exactly. So then on top of that, the material you put on top of your deck, if this board that I put in lasts 40 years and your framing only lasts 10 years, well, it's pointless to spend the money on a 40-year board. So we want to do things that make sure your framing lasts just as long. So a couple of the key things we do, we add this product right here. It's called G-tape. It's a waterproof tape that goes on top of your framing to keep your framing from getting wood rot. Every day you get morning dew on your wood, and that gets wet, dries out, gets wet, dries out. That causes wood rot. This keeps that from happening.
Wow.
And that's one of my favorite things that people have come out with in the last few years.
There's so much attention to detail in the framing stage, but then let's talk about really the beauty of it, because this, we get all these choices on what our deck can look like once we're past the framing stage.
So there's three options. There's regular woods, there's hardwoods, and there's composite materials. We do mostly composite materials and then a good amount of hardwoods. So we've got stuff like Ipe, Mangaris, Bamboo as our hardwoods, and then Fiberon, TimberTech, Azek, and Trex as the four major composite brands we use.
And don't worry, you don't have to memorize those at home. Dave and his team will help guide you towards the right products for you. But there's one last thing we really have to get to, and that is the attention to detail when it comes to hiding the screws.
Yes, so I don't like seeing visible screws on my decks. So when I do a deck, we use what are called plugs, and basically we recess the screws, and then you take this little plug that's the same material, you line it up so the wood grain pattern and color are the same, and if you get that in there, you'll never know there was a screw there. And then in the rest of the deck, we use what are called hidden fasteners, which hook into the grooves on the side of the board, so you never see any screws.
Thanks so much. When you go with Fraser Decks and Patio Covers, you know you're going to get a beautiful deck that is going to last. So if you have any questions about what material would work best for you, call them today or find them quickly and easily right on ApprovedHomePros.com.
TV shows make remodeling look easy, and it's probably tempting to tackle a major remodeling project on your own to save money. The risk is costly mistakes, cost overruns, poor workmanship, and not finishing the work. That's why having an experienced project manager leading your remodeling project is so important. The PM is usually your main point of contact once the building permit is issued, interfacing with you during the entire course of your project. He or she is the person who handles everything work-related, including maintaining a safe and secure site, scheduling work, making sure materials arrive on time, meeting inspectors, job walks with clients, and quality control. The project manager is the main person responsible to see your job through to final inspection in a timely manner, keeping you well informed throughout the entire process. With an experienced project manager at your side, remodeling is stress-free.
Only Approved Home Pros gives you the expert advantage you need when navigating the world of home improvement. Our network is a team of the most trusted and highly respected local home improvement experts. Expert reviews, advice, and answers have given thousands of homeowners like you the confidence that comes from having a team of professionals behind you. Like a friend in the business, we're here to protect your home and family by making it easy to find and connect with San Diego's best pros at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Sean, at the beginning of the show, we promised to unlock some expertise from our pros and our experts' brain tank, and I think we really delivered today.
I really think we delivered on the promise we made at the beginning of the show. One of the areas was with Fraser Decks and Patios. I love the interview you did, and they're so well regarded by other experts in town. The fact that Dixieline Lumber, J&W Lumber, and Pine Tree Lumber all feature them in their advertisements, and they have displays on site for their decks and patios. That's how much they're respected.
So those are our Fraser Decks and Patios Covers lumber suppliers, and they're even standing behind the work because of the attention to detail of how beautiful the decks are, but also the quality of construction. I mean, if it wasn't clear in that segment, Dave really knows what he's talking about when it comes to building a deck.
Yeah, he's an expert. We also drew on the expertise of Greg Cantor, our resident expert, and Bob Riley, and our Ask an Expert section. And we really, I think, covered that annual home maintenance list to not a complete degree. That's why you need to go online and download the full list. But
ApprovedHomePros.com, and our show extras section is where you can find that.
But we definitely hit the high points with it and protecting the home. And then with Your Conscious Cleaners, the expertise there, and we're using them in our home as our cleaners.
And again, the attention to detail, because it's so important that you know that the experts are in your home doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, and I like the fact they're a little bit OCD, and you want that in a house cleaner.
Absolutely.
House cleaner, bookkeeper.
So whatever it is that you need for your home, search quickly and easily. Use our Pro Finder right on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Thank you for joining the Approved Home Pro Show. To connect with the show or find the very best home improvement companies in San Diego, log on to ApprovedHomePros.com or call 855-840-APRO. See you soon.